Well, Six the Musical is coming to Lima through the Broadway series for 2 nights. And there's a local connection to the Lima area to this show. Megan Farley is joining us, Associate Director of Six the Musical original production for almost 5 years. But she's a Shawnee High School graduate of the class of 2008. So thanks for joining us today, Megan.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Holly.
Okay, I saw the show in Columbus, and I'm looking through the playbill, and right there's your name, the second page in the playbill. And I'm like, Associate Director Megan Farley. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know your parents. So how did you get involved with this show?
Well, post-graduation, I moved to Chicago, and I was working in Chicago. And even though the show started in the UK, it did premiere in North America at Chicago Shakespeare Theater, which I had worked there before. And so I was lucky enough to get connected with the creative team right from the start in January 2019. My first job was to lead the dance auditions for the North American company. And from there, I became really close with the writing team, Toby Marlowe, Lucy Moss, and Lucy is also one of the co-directors, so she asked me to stay on with the production past its Chicago installment, and I was lucky enough to follow it all the way to Broadway as associate director. It was a very exciting time.
I bet it was. All right, if people don't know about Six the Musical, explain it. It's about the wives of Henry VIII, but there's a twist to it, right?
Yes, it's definitely a contemporary retelling. It's giving the wives the opportunity to reclaim their stories and tell their side of what happened through the conception of a pop musical competition. So in theory, we're setting up the audience to vote at the end of the show on who they think had the toughest time with Henry VIII. And from there, you'll get to see their stories unfold, and there are a few twists and turns, and it's very entertaining. There's a lot of contemporary pop musical influences, like Beyonce, Adele. It's just a lot to enjoy with the whole family, really.
Right, yeah. It won 2 Tonys, Best Original Score, Best Costumes, and we were seeing some of the costumes there. I mean, what was it like to be associated with the show and it won Tonys, and, you were all part of that?
That was definitely a bucket list moment, getting to attend the Tony Awards and watching people that you know and have worked with for a few years win was really, really exciting. It was definitely a dream fulfilled. I danced at the Dance Center in Wapakoneta when I was younger, and that's really where my love for musical theater began. So to make it all the way to Broadway, and then in 2022 to the Tonys, and to watch them win and to be present for it really was just an exciting experience. I'm very grateful to have been a part of the show.
Right. Well, it's so neat because, like you said, your love came from the Lima area. So what would you tell people in your hometown? Come see this show. I mean, this is unusual. 2 nights in Lima for a Broadway musical.
I was thrilled when I heard the show was coming into town to come to the Civic Center and, perform on the stage where I performed my dance recitals for 13 years and graduated high school. And everyone should really take the opportunity to enjoy the show, bring the family. It's Thanksgiving week. Everyone should be gathered together, hopefully. And I think it's just going to be fun for everyone. It's only a 1-act show. It's very easy to sit through if you're not used to sitting through a whole musical theater experience. So I can't recommend it enough for anyone who's maybe on the fence. I say take the plunge. It's only 80 minutes of your life. You'll have a great time.
Yeah, that's a good point because no intermission. I mean, you start the show and it's so enjoyable. I've seen it twice. I loved it so much. And,
I've seen it more than twice.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Yeah, and I know your parents have too. But I mean, it's just
that's right.
It's coming to Lima. It's been award winning. It's just such a great show, and I'm so glad that you shared with us today, your experience with it, and to know hometown girl, man, made it big. And Six the Musical, we can see it now too in Lima.
Yes, please show your support. The show gave me a lot of great events in my life over the 5 years that I was with it. And I know the team that's still working on it now, and I trust that they have kept it in great shape, and you're going to see an amazing company. It's got a really empowering message, so definitely recommend.
Yeah, great message and everything. You are right. A little bit of history with fun. Six the Musical. Megan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
All right.
What a thrill.
We'll be right back.